we've created for young ones where they talk their minds, like they bear it all. You know, if you want to know what a teenager thinks about, come to 28 Post Show and you will know exactly what a teenager thinks about. My name is Oma. You're very sweet on radio, TV, and social media. The teenagers, they get to call me Auntie Oma. And today on 28 Post Show, our guests are students from Mater Christi Secondary School, and it gladdens my heart that they are here because we'll be having an interesting conversation. But before we start, I'd like them to take out times and introduce themselves by themselves. And of course, you say your name, you say the name of your class. Meanwhile, welcome to the live studio of TV Sapiencia.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, your name, your class.
I'm going to be Judith from SS2.
Okay.
I'll go to Miss from SS2.
Okay.
Okay, we go to such good Jacinta in SS2.
Okay.
I need to go some touch Valentine from SS2.
Okay.
I'm a Chama Genevieve in SS2.
Okay.
Then what is the Sylvia SS2?
Okay.
Also Lil Francis SS2.
Okay.
Duru Michelle Chimamanda SS2.
Okay.
Wabonda Perpetual Nachuku from SS2.
Great. I love the fact that we have 28 Sports Show because it gives these teenagers the TV experience. In fact, most of them are coming here for the first time, except her. I mean, she's been here. I mean, this is our second time, right, of being here. Okay, so all the others are here for the first time. This is their first ever TV experience, and it gladdens my heart that we are part of this move to help teenagers build a healthy self-esteem, to help them become bolder, so that teenagers can actually be at par with other teenagers from US, from UK. I mean, these are part of the things they do. It's part of their education. So today, we are looking at the greatest influencer of all times, talking about social media, which we've come to realize that it affects teenagers, even adults. It affects everyone. The world right now is driven by technology. People live on their phones. People live on social media. People do everything on social media. So the question is, we're going to be so quick about it. Why do teenagers get so affected, get so influenced by social media? So we're going to take one after the other. Tell us, why do teenagers get so influenced by social media? Let's start with you.
I think that the reason teenagers get influenced by social media is because teenagers don't feel loved by their parents and friends. So teenagers think that since they can't get that love from their parents or friends, they can get it from their classmates or peer group, and this can cause them to lead them into bad things. This will make them to get bad advice from their friends. Like, for example, when you tell your friend, maybe you find a new thing about your body, and tell your friend about it, since your friend is also a teen like you and is also still experiencing the same thing as you, your friend will give you the wrong advice, and this has ruined a lot of lives. So
Okay.
I think.
Okay. All right. That's good. Okay, you.
Okay, mine is lack of self-discipline.
Okay.
We all are grown-ups now. We are all matured, and we are up to age, and we tend to behave a
You're
certain
all
way.
matured.
We are all matured. Yes.
Matured.
Matured.
Matured. Oh. Matured.
Yeah.
You know what mature means.
Yes.
Hey.
We tend to behave a way.
No, you're still growing.
Yes.
You're not yet
Okay,
matured.
I'm not-
You're still
we are not-
growing.
okay, we are still
Okay.
growing.
You're still
so-
maturing. Yes, you're still maturing. Oh.
maturing.
Hey.
At this age, we all know what is wrong and what is right.
Are you sure you know what is wrong and what is right?
Yes. You can differentiate between our
Hey.
Yes.
Okay, you know the difference between wrong and right.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, you know, in social media, it has a positive impact and a negative impact. With the positive impact is spreading awareness and, you know, knowing what is happening around the world. And negative part is, you know, grown-ups tend to, like, drink alcohol, you know, take drugs. And we know that that is bad. But I don't know why we, like, take them when we know that it's wrong. Even in the pack of the cigarettes, they used to write, smokers are liable to die.
Liable to die young.
But you read the content and you still take it, like, it's so
Weird.
Yeah, weird.
So that's why.
And overall, I think it's peer group influence,
Okay.
which is the major reason for social media influence. For instance, you're in a room with your friends, and they're up to date with the latest social trend, the latest fashion trend, even dance steps, and you're that one girl in the background who doesn't know anything, who is outdated, as I see it. you feel sad, you feel left out, you have automatically missed out. Yeah, that moment that influenced you, you look for all means to catch up with them, to be up to date with the latest trend. So peer group influence, friends influence others, so you try to keep up with your friends.
Okay.
That's one of the major reasons.
Major reasons, all right? You?
Okay, I think my reason is that popularity. Most teens are socially awkward. They are introverts.
Socially awkward.
Yes, they're introverts. They feel left out. So they will try to fill in their time by like doing some things that are popular, like learning trendy dance steps, doing things that their celebrities do, wearing cheap and expensive clothes to show that they are in power.
Yeah.
This makes them to like pay attention to other things, like knowing that celebrities, making sure that they are not feeling left out. And this is the major cause or why social media
influences teenagers so much. Okay.
On my own side, I feel that one of the reasons why social media influences or affects teenagers is the table of content.
Table of content.
Yeah, what we see, because you only get interest. It's the only what interests you that will drive your motivation. Like you only get interested in things that you like. So the table of content, for example, dance moves, pornography. Yeah, pornography. You know, most teens have discovered that most teens go into watching pornography.
Okay.
There was one day that I was doing something, so some guys at the background were discussing about pornography, and they were even watching it there, not in school, around the streets. They were even watching it there. So due to what they watch, it mesmerizes them, and they tend to watch it more. And this will also lead to sexual immorality, because after watching it, their hormones will get activated and they would like to practice it. So, but assuming it's godly things like Bible quotes that they saw, they'll just skip it. I've noticed it. Most people don't like watching godly things on social media. So table of content affects us, and fear of missing out, like she said.
Fear of
most
missing
teens
out.
don't like to miss out.
Okay.
They like to be in everything, but they have forgotten that you mustn't join them. If you can't beat them, you leave them and create your own group.
Right.
Yeah, you have to create your own group, because not everything is right. We know what is right and wrong. Everything know what is right and wrong. Yeah, you can't tell me that this thing is something that is wrong is right. We know the difference between black
And white, right?
Yeah. So know the right thing and do the right thing. Because when you get interested with your life, I don't think all those table of contents and fear of missing out affect you. And most of them see their celebrities as their idol. They like to be like them. Forgetting that 70% of what those celebrities showcase online are fake.
Yeah.
They're doing it to get more likes. And you are burning your data, your money to watch them. Celebrity that doesn't know you, doesn't care if you have eaten or not, doesn't know if you are alive or dead, and you are taking that person as your idol, wasting your time on him or her. I believe that teenagers should be wise. Insist from it. So work on yourself.
All right.
So a very vital point is poor parental upbringing. If you take a very good look at our society today, you find out that some of our parents are the reasons for what's happening today. For example, our mode of dressing. You find out that this mode of dressing, like these ones that come out, these new ones, you put on tights and big trousers, which we know that tights are meant to be underwears. They are meant to wear them under or inside your clothes. So we find out that some of the parents wear such clothes, and once you wear it, what do you expect your child to do? Like, it gives the child the go ahead to do anything you want, to dress like your mom, and anything you give attention gives you direction. Once you give attention to all those things, it will automatically divert your attention to the negative part. And our brain being a garbage in, garbage out device, anything you give to it is what it will give back to you. If you give it a positive thought, it will give you back positive thought. If you give it negative, there's no way you expect it to give you back a positive thought. So I would advise our teens to be very careful and be mindful of what we watch and see, because the society and social media has come to stay. It is not going anywhere. So you just have to invent your energy and move on to new things and make the world a better place for everybody.
Yeah. The next person.
Another reason why social media influence teenagers is loneliness. Like, for example, if you are living with parents that are always at work, always at the office, you find it lonely at home. So you're always with your phone, you're on social media every time, because you don't have siblings or younger ones that you can communicate with. You only have your phone. It can make it to go online, chat with friends and people that are far. Another one is pornography. We as adolescents and teens, we are at the age of puberty, so we have a growing need for sexual education, because we see the changes in our body. We want to know more about it. So that's why mainly why teens
are influenced by social
media, okay?
Yes.
Okay, when talking about influence of social media on teenagers, I'll quote the well-known singer and lyricist Jim Morrison, who aptly said, "Whoever controls the media controls the mind."
Yeah, true.
Another reason why social media influences teenagers is due to idleness. She said loneliness. Loneliness is when a person is not doing like
anything,
very lonely and on his own. While idleness is when nobody is not doing anything. Let's say he or she has finished the work he or she might have been doing and then stays on his or her own. Like the popular saying goes, the devil, an idle
mind is the devil's workshop. Yeah.
So as they're idle, devil will come to use them. They will go to their phones on social media, and then they will be doing anything they like there. And the parents does not know what they are doing.
Yeah.
Because they try to give them their own space, personal time, so that they can interact with anybody they want to find. Thinking that their parents are asleep. When their parents are asleep, they can also be awake, using their phones for something evil or something bad. Because so after doing it, they will love to do it again because their brain is giving them the tendency that they love it, so they will want to do it again.
Over and over again.
Yes.
Okay.
So it becomes part of them.
Yeah.
And then this can also destroy their future.
Okay. The next person.
Another reason why I think that social media affects teenagers is incontentment and low self-esteem. For instance, some of our teenagers, they have this very low esteem about themselves. They always feel like, no, I'm not like my colleagues, and they don't value themselves. And they think that they're not part of the world. Like going online and seeing celebrities, see them wear expensive clothes, shoes, and be like, oh, my mom can't afford this. To be like, when I grow up, I would like to be like this celebrity. Not knowing that not everything online are real. Some are real, some are fake. But you know that when you value yourself, when you have your self-esteem, you know that whatever you see online are not always real. You try to build yourself to be like them. And also, I think curiosity can also be a reason why social media affecting it. Like they always be like, for instance, your mom will tell you, don't go to this. You'll be like, why should you tell me not to go inside that? You'll be like, oh mom, I want to see the bad effects of that. You will try to know the reason. So teenagers, curiosity can be a very bad influence to them. They would like to know everything concerning that website and what it can do to them.
And we all know that curiosity kills the cat, right?
Yes.
Curiosity kills the cat.
Yes.
Okay, now, you've talked about idleness, you talked about loneliness. Now, what can a teenager do to occupy his or her mind to ensure that the social media does not influence him or her? Let's start with you.
I think they should find a good role model, like their parents. Like if your mom is doing well, your mom is a role model. Or you can find a man of God or a prophet.
Man of God?
Yeah.
Man of God, prophet.
Yes. Or a pastor.
A good man of God.
Yes.
The one that is a man of God.
Yes.
The real man of God.
Yes, the real man of God.
The real man of God.
Yes.
Okay.
And should follow the ways of God. Always read their Bible and pray. And whenever temptation comes to you, you should pray it off. Or you should direct your energy to something positive. Like if your mind is telling you, go and search this pornography website and start watching. Okay, you can go and read your Bible, or you go and do some house chores, that clothes to wash, house to clean, your books to read, even notes to copy. So you have a lot of things to do to divert your mind
from being influenced by the social media. Okay.
Okay, I believe acquiring a skill acquisition.
Okay.
Okay, when you have something doing, like nowadays, I think that pays more in this economy. When you have something doing, you tend not to like do any wrong thing because your mind is occupied. It's either you are constructing creative, you are into creative something, you are braiding, barbing, all this. So when you like get a skill, you like have a skill that you're doing, you tend not to go into wrong things.
Okay.
Social media, I don't think it can influence you like that.
Wrongly.
Like wrongly.
Okay.
Yes.
Above all is having a target and a goal.
Okay.
I don't think that anyone who has a target or a goal for himself will be influenced by any other negative things. So when you have a target, like you have a life, like you said, by this time next year, I must have achieved this. By this time next year, I'll be the top in my class. I don't think that you.
So teenagers can actually have a goal.
Yeah.
Yes,
You can
set
set
goals
goals for
set
yourself.
aside, you set a particular time or duration for
Oh,
that
really?
period. So like you work towards that. Every single thing you, even the air you take in, will be in line with achieving that. So when you have that, with that at your mind, at the back of your mind, you won't have the time to research the latest trends or follow the latest fashion updates.
Wouldn't you be a Jew girl? Wouldn't you be a Jew
If you
girl?
want to be a Jew girl.
Yeah, I'm asking you now. Like, wouldn't you be a Jew girl?
You won't be.
No.
Why most girls see themselves as Jew girls is because they want to fit in. If
Okay.
you don't want to fit in, let me tell you, you're only criticized by those that you're better than.
Right?
Yes. Someone that is better than you won't have the time to criticize you.
Right?
Yeah. So when you get criticism, just know that you are better than
Than
those
that
people.
person.
So if you see yourself as a Jew girl, you're a Jew girl. If you see yourself as the best version of yourself,
Yes.
you are the best version of yourself. Because the way people see you is the way you see yourself.
Right, right.
So I don't see anything as being a Jew girl. There's
Okay.
nothing like Jew girl.
Okay, before we veer off, I don't want us to veer off. Let's come to you. Okay.
Okay, another reason that teenagers should get their minds off things that they should do things.
What can
that
teenagers do? Like, what can teenagers do?
They should get things that they're interested in, like
Okay.
cooking, doing house chores, like different hobbies, and also having good friends.
Okay.
This is very important, as they say. Bad corruption. Show me your friend, and
And I'll show you who you are.
Bad company corrupts good man,
Yeah.
as they say. Then we should also make sure our parents take this, because our parents are also a major factor in every child's life.
Okay.
Because as their children, they should make sure that they are well brought up morally, physically, psychologically, and also emotionally. This will make them to be, after they are out in the world, this will make them to be adequate with information, and parents should not hide anything from their children. This is one of the things why teenagers will go off to other people looking for advice, which wrong information will come from their friends, also from other strangers.
Okay.
And I believe that it only takes discipline for social media not to waste your time.
Okay.
You know, learning the life of great men, one thing is common with them, discipline.
Discipline.
So as a teenager, I've been hearing my colleagues say parents. There are teenagers who don't have parents.
Right?
Yeah, some teenagers have lost their parents, some don't live with their parents, some are going on the street. So when you are disciplined, I don't think social media would waste your time, because social media is a useful servant. Isn't that you are the servant or the master?
True.
So if you are disciplined, work towards your future, work towards achieving your goal and aim. Because social media has come to stay. Don't waste your time on social media. Make hay while the sun shines, because who you are tomorrow begins with what you do today. So if you work for your future tomorrow, I say that other people will watch you on social media.
Right,
Yes,
right.
yes.
And there are people making money, so much money.
Yes.
Yeah.
So much money.
Through social media.
So much
on
money on
yourself.
social media. Okay, you?
So another vital point is we should find out our hobbies and talent. There is a reason why we have talent. Like some people are very good in drawing, some are very good in painting. You have to utilize it. Like a priest once said, we the teenagers, we have this energy in us.
Yeah.
And you have to invent it somewhere. You have to give it out somewhere. And for you to give it out somewhere, you don't have to waste your time. Once you give it out to your social medias and your phone, that is the negative part. But once you settle down, some artists are like money, they make a lot of monies now. For you to paint or to be able to draw is a very good talent. So I ask the teenagers to utilize their talents and capabilities of their talents.
Okay. All right.
Another, from my own view, I think we should write a timetable for our daily activities.
Okay.
Because when you are always busy with your daily activities, you won't have time to because what you give to the mind take in. So when you're always engaged in activities, you won't have time to go on the social media. And also, even if you think that the devil is tempting you to go and browse this thing, because maybe you saw it and you saw a naked somebody on the road when you're coming back, you don't want to see it full. Our Reverend Father once said that you should take your rosary. They take your rosary. When you start praying, you go to sleep. Just like that.
Okay.
Okay, one of the reasons why what we should do while we're idle is that we should use our time positively. That we should be using it positively, not in negative things. We should stop staying on our own, being idle, because when you stay idle, something bad can creep into you.
So, what, for example, what of a situation where you all talked about parents that are not available?
Yes.
What of a situation where parents are not available? And to be honest with you, sometimes parents are unavailable not because they want to be unavailable. They have to be out there. Your school fees needs to be paid. And for, I mean, you need to wear clothes. You have to take, they need to take care of yourself. So if your parents are constantly in the house, they can't afford these things. So yes, I understand that most of the teenagers that have come on 28 Sports Show, the same thing. They always, as in they say parents are unavailable, parents are unavailable. But I need us to understand this. If your parents are going to be available all the time, 24/7, you won't go to school. You will not eat. You will not be as beautiful as this. So sometimes they need to be out there. And it is your duty that it's a partnership. Right now, in this economy we are in right now, it's a partnership. You're not going to say because your parents are not there, you start doing the wrong things because your parents are not there. All right? So, for a teenager whose parents are not there, what can they do?
Okay, what I think they should be doing, since their parents are not available at that moment, is that they should either pick up their Bible and start reading.
Okay.
Or pray to God, or read their books. They can also do house chores. There are many things to do to spend time. You can pick up some novels and start reading. You can do many series of things instead of going to social media
to do the wrong things. Okay, finally you.
Okay, for things where the parents are not available, I don't think that, okay, you came online, your parents are not available. Not that you want to go online, but have to set the duration to which you will be online and the time to which you will come online. Okay, when you come online, you then have to mind the pages and groups in which you follow. For instance, you follow pages of people who are always naked, who always show naked pictures, who always do bad things online. You also pretend to go into it, which might lead you to masturbation. You know, when you follow such groups, you're always watching pornography. No, the spirit will be in you to do it. Yeah. So that's why some people always go into masturbation looking for where to release the energy that have already instilled in them.
Wow. Wow. Okay, you want to say something?
I believe that, most things, a child that wants to be useful will be useful.
Okay.
A child that wants to get spoiled.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's the reason why I mentioned discipline. Because if you're not disciplined, even if God should come down from heaven and train you, you will still spoil. You will still get spoiled. So a teenager should be disciplined, because once that teenager is disciplined, he or she will do positive things with his or her life. And I believe that teenagers should be wise enough. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go on social media. You have to socialize and be free. But always think of the future. I believe that if you think of the future, you won't have time to waste on social media. When you engage yourself, and the government, since pornography is on the rise, even if we start saying this thing from now to the next year, some people will still watch pornography. So I believe that the government should regulate the pornographic websites. They should place a regulation under it. Like, for example, before one will be able to watch pornography, he or she will go through some processes of filling forms, registering under this app, and doing all those things. When the government does it like that, you will see that the rate at which teens watch pornography
will reduce.
And parents should download Family Go link. It will help you to monitor whatever
your child is
doing on social media.
Adding to what she said, I just want to put this across to any teenager that is watching us right now. The thing is that, like she said, whoever wants to be spoiled will be spoiled. I have this feeling that life is only once. We live it only once. We do everything once. Yesterday is gone forever. Today is now, we are living it, and tomorrow will still come. So teenagers should spend their time well. There are only two pains that we can have in this life. Only two. It's either the pain of hard work and success at last, or the pain of failure and disappointment. So I tell teenagers out there that they should take the route at which they are going to follow, either success or failure.
Amazing.
Okay. Yesterday is an experience. Today, an experiment. Tomorrow is an expectation. So use your experience in your experiments to achieve your expectation, and give the world your best. The best will come back to you. Try your best to be the best among the best. As our priest we always say, tempus fugit, time is flying. Time wasted can never be regained.
Amazing.
And you're growing older, so better start now to work on yourself. Be wise. Don't waste your time on social media liking celebrities that don't even know wasting your money on data.
If I allow these children, they will talk, they will host me, I mean, they will keep me here and we'll keep talking. I think they've said it all right? Your life belongs to you. Just like you said, any teenager who wants to become successful will become successful. And anybody who does not want to become successful will not become successful. Even if, in her words, that even if God comes from heaven, if somebody does not want to succeed, the person will not succeed.
Yes.
Okay, you have all the information out there. Kindly take the right decisions for yourself, because your future depends on the decisions that you take. Thank you so much to students from Mater Christi Secondary School, all the way from Awada here in Onitsha. I mean, they are the ones you heard from. They will be here again on 20th Sports Show to shed more light on some of the issues that affect teenagers. My name is Oma. You're very sweet on radio, TV, and social media. Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to having you again. Stay with us on TV Sapiencia. From all of us, we say bye-bye.